watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Saints are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a 49ers team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the second down. Here's Garoppolo. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Ingram again. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Detroit. Detroit. Check three. Over. Check 17. Set. Blue 90.
McCarron now on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Marshawn Lynch. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And some room to work. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down, Lynch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So the fumble recovery, and now McCarron. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, the run with Lynch. He's to the 10, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw McCarron. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's McCarron. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Brown. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Complete to Mumphrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dez Bryant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, it's McCarron. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 7-yard line. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 24-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble, as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here we go on fourth down with McCarron. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. The 30, the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Caught by Mumphrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Defense showing blitz. To throw is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And some space here. And look out. I think he's going to go. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and now it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long. Back near his goal line. Here's McCarron. Unable to complete it to Green Beckham. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Mumphrey with it over the middle. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Levante David. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run again with Lynch, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks near the 25. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the INT, it's McCarron. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eli Harold in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Here we go.
McCarron now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
Here we go now.
To throw, it's McCarron. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Garoppolo looking to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end up.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jamarcus Lawrence. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. McCarron to throw on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Niners, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.